My September 11th was supposed to be a beautiful day. It was supposed to be joyful. I was having a baby.
When the storyteller is in front of the audience, they're basically in conversation. It's like a dialogue in which one person is talking. A story is about a moment. It was a moment in which someone said something to you. It was a moment in which you did something or something came to you. And that's where you can begin. Because then you begin to look at that moment and say, what did that show you? And the more specific you can get speaks to a much larger context.
Today I really want to focus on especially emotional content and making sure that the heart is there. Why don't you read what you've got today to just get it down, and then when we present it later, which is going to be within an hour, we'll do it without the notes.
Okay.
Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
So we're not going to come in and say, no, you should tell it this way. We will give honest reactions, and we'll ask a whole lot of questions. Because you are the boss, we are the coach.
See my brother, my big brother, Joseph Michael Giaccone, he went to work early that day.
Larry, he was pulling out information out of us, and he pulled out the information that I stopped speaking about my brother for fear of upsetting people around me. I knew that the story was inside me. It was within that session that he was able to put his finger on it.
And I knew we had a great task at hand. I knew that there was potentially 10,000 people missing at the time, but I knew I was going to find everybody. I had a lot of frustration before I started speaking about what had happened down here, in that I didn't feel like I finished my job of finding everybody. By telling the story, it helped me come to terms with, I did everything I could. It lessened the burden of that for me.
And on the morning of September 11th, I'm on the 92nd floor of the South Tower, admiring this beautiful view of the island of Manhattan, a cloudless sky. The most challenging part was really coming to terms with the reality of how I was feeling all along and facing that reality, which I didn't really want to share.
What's unique here is they become emotional support for one another. They validate one another, and you will hear them and watch them learn things from one another's experiences.
I just thought it was wonderful, and the specific examples you gave.
Yeah.
And it flowed so well, it flowed so smoothly.
Oh, it did? Okay, because I felt like
After I tell my story to a group of people, I feel very good. I'm also very appreciative of the response that I receive. If I can help somebody get through something that's difficult, it's a win-win for both me and the audience member that receives that same feeling of hope or, being able to move on with your life.